Merry Christmas, as this old cowboy would say right here, to everybody who is of a Christian faith today, because it is, of course, Christmas, the time of commercialism, consumerism, and giving and love, and all those fine emotions and that kind of thing, and materialistic value. But to those of you who are not of the Christian descent and beliefs, happy 25th of December. There are two really good movies that came out today, Django Unchained and Les Miserables, both of which I'm going to try and see in the near future because I was really looking forward to those movies. But in any case, I've got just a simple little battle here just for all of you all in honor of the holiday spirit, featuring a Christmas-themed team in the form of a Hail team against this guy I found on the Pokemon Showdown by the name of Drelek, and I'm just going to get the team preview up and going right about now. So, as you can tell, I am, of course, running a Hail team featuring none other than Mr. Grinch the Abomasnow, and featuring many other Christmas-themed characters in the sort. Now, looking at his team, though, I am seeing that the only really big threat to my team really are in the forms of Dragonite and Breloom. Breloom especially, because I really don't have anything to take it, barring perhaps maybe Deoxys D, but I just gotta make sure the thing does not get set up with a Swords Dance or Spore and then start punching me to death, so I need to make sure I can handle that very carefully. As for the Dragonite, I just need to make sure I do not let it get set up with a couple Dragon Dances and that kind of thing. I mean, if it does happen to pack the Fire Punch and Dragon Dance and Roost and that's it, that'll be awesome. I just gotta be careful with bringing Heatran in, just in case if it does manage to pack that EQ. Gotta be careful there. Other than that, though, nothing really scares me too much. I feel like I can handle myself fairly well. I've got Heatran to absolutely destroy the Ferrothorn. I've got Zekrom to tackle both the water types as well as Abomasnow, and I've also got good old Heatran to handle the Shandy as well. So Heatran and Abomasnow and even Jellicent are going to be playing a huge role in today's match, and Landorus T is more so there just for scarfing support and that kind of thing, but it's mostly a Hailstall team for that sorts of matter. Anyways, though, I think that is enough rambling out of me, and let's stumble upon today's great Christmas narration, shall we? Alright, so I'm going to lead off with my Deoxys D as he leads off with the Chandelier, because I do not want to take a Shadow Ball from this fine fellow. I'm just going to bring in the good Hearth and Home right here, because, of course, everybody needs a little fire against the Christmas place for today's holiday. So I'm going to set up the Stealth Rocks now as he brings in his Vaporeon and bring in Mrs. Claus to spread the holiday cheer with some Toxics and Scalds as he now brings in his Breloom. And I'm hoping now that this thing does not happen to pack the Poison Heal, but as you can see following turns, he does happen to pack the Technician. So he goes for the Stone Edge, I go for the Taunt, expecting a Spore of some sort to come out of this thing, but he just decides to keep it in. So what I'm going to do is just keep on recovering, and hopefully keep on predicting that he will keep going for Stone Edges in anticipation of bringing either Deoxys D or good old Kyurem Black. So I'm going to bring in my Heatran now as he brings in his Dragonite, and I see that he is going to go for that Roost and then follow it up with a Dragon Dance, so I'm just going to roll him out right there and then next turn as he switches into his Starmie. Now then, now into comes Mr. Grinch to spread the holiday cheer in some sense by making Starmie's day very sad and poor, and he's going to steal Christmas away from him as he goes for the Psychic here, which I did not actually expect this thing to pack. This thing is actually running a very odd set. It's packing Thunderbolt, Rapid Spin, Psychic, and I'm assuming Surface Stab, which is weird because you don't, but the weird thing is that you don't see Starmie packing Psychics. Anyways, though, I'm going to go for them Leech Seeds right there, as his Starmie, I believe, next turn goes for that Rapid Spin as I switch out and bring in good old Jesus Christ. I'm going to probably get flamed for this one for having Pokemon named after Jesus, but hey, whatever, just, you know, I thought it'd be pretty cool to name that. I don't know. Anyways, though, Vaporeon comes back in. I'm going to recover off some damage here, anticipating some sort of hard-hitting attack from the Starmie, as I then go for the taunt next turn as he brings in his Vaporeon, goes for that Skull, thankfully does not land that burn, goodness gracious, that would have been quite terrible otherwise, and then I'm just going to go, I believe, next turn for the Spikes and just get my entry hazards back up, because I know that entry hazards are going to be very important during this match. Now then, he's going to go for a Spore, put my Jesus to sleep, which is kind of scary now because I'm not sure whether or not if he's going to go for the Swords Dance next turn, so I'm kind of panicking a little tiny bit inside, but I have a feeling I can put my faith in the good old Hearth and Home of Heatran or Santa Claus right there as I bring in my Landorus Therian as he brings in his Chandelier. I'm just going to go for the U-turn here because I thought he might have wanted to switch out and bring in something to take the obvious Earthquake, but he ends up going for the Fire Blast there. I absorb the flame thanks to my Hearth and Home having the Flash Fire ability, as he then switches out and brings in his Vaporeon once more. So I'm just going to set up my Stealth Rocks here. I have a hunch he'll probably want to go for the Wish, so what I'm going to do is just going to go straight for that Roar. Yes, I see that coming from a mile away, and now in comes Dragonite once again. So I have a feeling just because I know he will just want to end up just trying to set up either some form of attack or that kind of thing, I'm just going to bring in Santa Claus once more and some Merry Christmas cheer with some Stone Edges or scare him out or that sort of thing. I believe, go for the U-turn. That's right, I go for the U-turn next turn to break the multi-scale, even though Hail would just end up breaking it. No, it would not break it because he has lefties, so that wouldn't really work out too well. But I just bring in Heatran to take a potential Outrage right there as he gets confused next turn. So yeah, so now he's going to go for that Outrage once again. I take it fairly well, and I just phase him out and bring this Ferrothorn right here. Now, I believe what he expected to do... Actually, I'm not really sure why he did this. He ended up staying in and going for a... I'm not really sure why he stayed in all honesty. I think he just went for the Lava Plume. I just go for the Lava Plume and just kill the Ferrothorn right off. I'm not really sure why he did that, but oh well. Anyways, though, Breloom comes back in. I'm going to protect to see what exactly he wants to do. Goes for that low sweep, so I know for a fact a fighting move will most likely be coming, or a switch, depending on what he wants to do. Either way, that Breloom's going to die soon enough. So now comes back in his good old Chandelier right there, and I switch out now and bring in good old Deoxys-D right there to take a potential low sweep, but he just sees that and so I just use that as an opportunity to switch back into Heatran, but he sees that, goes for the hidden power fighting. But because I have a feeling this thing might be Scarfed and or Specs, I'm just going to go switch out, or no, I'm going to protect, see what he wants to do. I'm going to let the hail damage rack up once more, and then I'm going to switch out and bring in my Jellicent, because Mrs. Claus wants to spend some more Christmas cheer upon everybody in this team for my beneficiarity. I'm talking very pompous right now, and I apologize, I'm just realizing that, but now, as you can see, good old Mrs. Claus is going to recover up some health, gain some more happiness and joy, and just feel all happy inside, make her feel very strong. But now good old Dragonite's going to come in right here as he goes, and I'm just going to go for the Toxic right there. As his Dragonite goes and sets up a couple Dragon Dances right here. He goes for the Outrage. I have a feeling I might try and go for the Taunt here just to prevent him from roosting off and gaining any more leftovers, or prevent him from setting up and roosting off any more damage than could be possible. So I just end up letting unfortunately let Mrs. Claus die off there as he goes for the Outrage. But you know, that's perfectly fine. I decided to bring in Heatran next turn just to see what exactly he wants to do. I think I just wanted to just have some life, I think I just wanted to pretty much clear this Dragonite out with Hail and Toxic damage at this point, but I just go for the U-turn now with Santa Claus, switch out, bring in Jack Frost, and pretty much finish the rest of the job right here and there, which is pretty cool. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to Fusion Bolt the Vaporeon right there. He dies off pretty quickly, and now at this point, seeing how I have both my entry hazards up, both the Starmie and the Breloom are going to die off, and that will be good game, Drelek. Yes. Well, I apologize if I sounded rather pompous here today, ladies and gents. I guess that's just how I try and spread the Christmas cheer right here and there, but I hope you enjoyed my content in this video, and I wish you all a very happy holiday. So if you enjoyed my content, you want to see more of my material, you can always rate, comment, subscribe, and this is essentially Infinite Trials here saying peace out, yo, have a good one, and happy holidays, everybody. Peace!